Welcome to Rethink Gaming's Tuesday night RPGs featuring Curse of Strahd, played through Discord and Fantasy Grounds. Thanks, as always, to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. Make sure you check them out at www.sirenscape.com. You've just got to be using it at your gaming table. If you want to support this content, please consider joining us on Patreon or checking out Rethink Gaming on DM's Guild. Let's begin. So when last we met, the party had finally decided it was time to take old Strahd up on his offer to come and visit the castle. Do we have any second thoughts on this, gentlemen?
I always have second thoughts when Strahd's involved.
Okay, so let's think about this. He's terrifying.
He is terrifying. You're correct. What else do you want to do, though?
That depends. Like,
what's the worst thing that happens? We die.
We all die. We lose all our stuff.
He gets the amulet.
It's impossible to win without that, basically.
On the other hand, maybe he's just got like a really nice like lamb dinner waiting for us.
Imagine if we're like really nervous about this, and then Strahd is just like a CR5 enemy.
Imagine if we're really nervous about this, and it doesn't even lead to a fight.
Yeah, that's also a possibility. Now, all I was gonna say is, there's a possibility that we use our resources, because like we have a ton of silver, right?
Yeah.
Mayhaps we should silver some weapons.
Well,
if anyone's proficient in smith's tools.
Negative.
Is anyone proficient in smith's tools? I don't even know where you see that.
It's classed as an artisan tool, I believe.
I am not.
Yeah, I don't have a way to see it. At least I'm not aware of a way to see it in Fantasy Grounds. Let's see, I can look at Archibald. Nope. He's proficient in drum.
Oh.
Davian, if he knows of anybody who would be able to silver.
We could. Because we have like all of our silver coins, which are useless, and then we have like, you have like a silver dinner set, right?
I do.
We have the silver. We just need the means to do it.
We have the technology.
The predicament comes for me anyway, is the fact that my weapons don't actually exist.
Yeah, the only person who would actually benefit from silver weapons, I think, would be Dell's arrows. So.
Well, and the prune man.
Yeah, that's true. So.
Yeah, because my weapons are you know, not real. They're not real.
And I don't use weapons, so. Wait.
And if I'm gonna be getting close enough to hit him with a real weapon, then I'll just hit him with a stake.
Is anyone proficient in herbalism? Is there an herbalism kit?
I don't know. Items?
I do not have an herbalism kit.
Where are we exactly right now?
Probably just like, we didn't leave, but like we left.
There are herbalism kits.
Is anyone proficient with it?
No.
Or have it?
Where precisely are we?
I don't think we actually specified anywhere we were going after we left Argynvost Holt or whatever it's called.
Right. Yeah, so you're just kind of on the road. If you see Argynvost Holt up on the hill, you're just kind of to the left of that hex or so.
I am proficient with an herbalism kit.
So what would it take? Could we brew our own potions? Because I'm proficient with alchemist supplies, and I have alchemist supplies.
Yes, that's possible. It takes 25 gold of materials, I think.
I have just by myself 275 gold pieces.
Wowzers!
So
I've got 285 gold pieces.
can we just make so many potions?
Perhaps, but probably not along the side of the road.
Well, we'd probably have to, because I assume we'd have to find like herbs or something, and that's why I was asking about herbalism that we could brew into a potion.
Well, should we head back to the
Like I said,
winery
I'm
for it?
proficient, but I don't have one.
We could go back to the winery, and maybe we could also see about if they could smith us some silvered weapons and arrows.
Yeah.
Do we want to just do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you trek back along the road, the old Svalich road, back to the winery. They have their bottling room where they usually cork up wines, which they can let you use to brew your potions. They don't have a smith at the winery. Probably Velaki is your best bet there.
But there's also the possibility that whoever controls it won't help us. That might be an issue.
Oh, you know who we could talk to?
Rictavio?
Rictavio.
We could ask him. Well, I guess since we're here, we might as well make the potions. Are there better potions of healing than just the base potion of healing?
I don't know actually. It's a really good question.
Like in general, or like in
That we could
Barovia?
craft? Yeah, well, I mean, obviously our characters would like maybe know something about stuff outside Barovia.
Yes, there are.
Yeah, probably that are better than 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. Greater healing and superior healing.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
doubt we'll find.
there's 4. There's also Supreme.
Yeah, I doubt we'll find a
Supreme.
supreme. Is why I mean. But yeah, we could get a pretty good health pot. Also, I have a healing kit, so I've got 10 stabilizations in my bag.
Did we just never use those when we needed it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't forget that I've always been down like first.
That's true.
So,
You're the
yeah.
you're the big man on deck. So
Well, now I'm an even bigger man on deck.
yeah.
All right, so the rules for crafting. Potions of healing get their own rules. Hold on. Character has proficiency with an herbalism kit can create these potions. The time and cost for doing so are summarized on the potion of healing creation table. So the small one takes a day, greater takes a week, superior 3 weeks, supreme 4 weeks.
Nice.
It's a lot of time.
I mean, what's a month really?
A month of us skipping dinner at the castle. Every day for a month. Do we risk it?
No, not even a little
think
bit.
so.
That's not worth it. We can't.
So the last time we ignored it for a couple of days, Strahd showed up in an enemy's place.
Mm-hmm. Crap.
I mean,
Well,
I can do one. I could do like the smaller ones, and
Yeah, he
get
could-
some healing potions.
we
I
could
have
make
3.
one
smallest
regular
one.
potion of healing.
in one day, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like if we're gonna be looking for smiths and stuff and not going to dinner, then I could be working on something. If say they said they could make us some silvered weapons in a day,
That'd be
So-
fantastic.
because I'm sure it takes time to do that sort of thing.
We just.
I also
make
have a
one.
tiny spool of black thread that never runs out, and we still need to use that for something.
Where did you get that?
Found it on
I
the
don't
road.
remember.
Oh.
Oh, did we?
We
So
kind
do
of
we-
kicked it, and then we were like, "Oh, hey, what's this?" Nobody wanted to touch it. I touched it. We fucked with it, and it was a spool of thread.
I forgot about that.
Do we just want to make like one potion? Who has how many potions? I only have one.
I have
I think I've
3.
only got one.
Okay, so just to let you know, the silvering of a weapon would take 2 weeks of work time.
Hmm.
Absolutely, I see.
And
Also,
how much
not
of
gonna
that
happen.
for ammunition? I assume the same for like a stack or something.
For 10 pieces of ammunition.
10
Same.
pieces of ammunition.
A week. It was 2 weeks for
2 weeks. So it's 100 gold. Do it yourself. You still have to provide the silver, but it's basically 50 gold per week
Whew.
that you can
I mean,
replace.
we have the money.
It doesn't sound worth it. It doesn't.
We don't
sound
have
worth it.
the time is the problem. I don't think we have the time.
I think we just go, guy. Like,
Okay.
unless
we're
you
already
can think of
on-
something else to have to do.
Yeah, we're already on, we're at the Wizard of Wine's winery. Why don't we just make the one potion while we spend the night here, and then we probably need to go to Valaki. Because we're looking for that carriage, right? I assume we're taking the carriage, or...
We don't have
If
to necessarily.
If the carriage shows up, I guess we could take it. If it doesn't show up, we can just walk there.
That's true. Well, if we're just going to walk there, we have to go to Valaki anyways, and we could try to talk to Rictavio. Maybe he'll
So-
help us too.
Yeah, let's say,
We're
does
good.
Davian need to do anything in preparation for what could be the final battle? Rally the forces, gather the troops?
No.
Nope.
Well, that
Okay.
kind of blows. But
Get all his Were-Raven buddies to come with us.
No, he's not willing to risk all of their lives in that way. He'll go himself, but he needs his family to be safe.
what a pansy. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's
Yikes.
fair. That's whatever. Well, let's get on it.
It's gonna
Okay.
be real awkward when we go into the inn with Davian in tow, and then we just gotta have to like deal with the family drama there.
Yeah, well, maybe if he wants to keep his family safe, he wants to see his son one last time,
Maybe.
You say that like he's gonna die. Let's have higher hopes than that, sir.
Would you not
That's
want to see
true.
your family before you went off to questionably
Potential
die?
death, yeah.
Probably not.
Oof.
Well,
Well, I guess we could. So since we're here, we should make a potion because that's only one day, and then we leave.
Well, how long have we traveled this day?
Well, it took you 2/3 of a day to get to the winery.
And
So-
Valaki is somewhat. I mean,
It's on the way back.
yeah,
it'd be about 2/3 of another day.
yeah.
And then some.
It's
Probably a
roughly
whole
the
day.
same distance.
Well,
A
if we
little
want
bit
to,
longer.
if you guys want to camp here for the night, I will start making the potion. But then we're gonna. It's 24 hours, so
Yeah.
we're gonna be in the exact same situation. So I say we just go,
I think we just go.
or
Okay.
stay, I guess.
We won't
I
make it
don't know.
tonight. We stay and then go in the morning.
Well, you're the one who can make the potion since it's herbalism.
Yeah.
So I guess it's your call.
I have to. I'm assuming I can't be traveling while
Right,
doing so.
right.
Yeah.
You have to be working on the potion for your
Yeah.
adventuring day.
I've got 3 potions, and
I've got a
I
potion.
How many
I
does
think
Archibald have?
I've
if I
got
were to take
2.
a stab,
I
I'd
think he
say
cracked
3.
1 or 2.
Hmm. I'm sure he did because he
Oh,
was definitely taking damage.
possibly.
I guess we just don't worry about it.
Trying to
Yeah, I
see.
don't
So
think it's
he's
that.
got an elixir of health.
Which is not
Yeah,
the
but
same.
that's like cure disease.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't see that he has a potion of healing.
And he's probably used all of them.
Well, theoretically, I would share the load with Archibald. Um, so if he doesn't have any, I would very willingly give him one. Uh,
Yeah, I don't see one.
okay. Well, I
Oh,
uh,
I can move it.
okay. I was like, I have no way to unless I drop it on combat tracker.
Okay, he's got one now.
There we go. I have copied. We're good to go.
Well, okay. So I guess we just spend the night and then head out in the morning, go to Valaki.
Okay.
Oh, 18,000 XP, you say?
I have any idea why it's doing that. Um, yeah, you are rested, and you travel by foot to Valaki.
So it.
Let's see if anything interesting happens along the way.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Oh?
Okay. And then who? Let's see. I got 4 of you.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
5, technically, with Davian.
So, Dell, as you're walking down the road, you feel a prick come up through the sole of your boot. You're dexterous enough to avoid stepping completely on it. You have stepped on a nail.
What a prick.
Ooh.
Huh.
Looking down, you see 12 nails. They appear to be black and rusted, all sort of lying in a pile on the road.
Well, okay.
A pile of black rusty nails in the road.
12 of them.
12 of them specifically.
Well, I guess I will pick them up so nobody else will step on the pile of nails.
Okay.
Who would leave a pile of nails here?
After
Mm,
everything we've seen, that's what you question.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe people know that like Strahd sent his like horse and carriage, and they're like trying to mess with it or something.
But nails?
Yeah, to pop the wheels. I don't
Pop the
know.
wheel, the wooden wheels. Pop them
Yeah.
wooden wheels.
Now that I've got the nails in hand, do they have anything interesting about them, or are they just rudimentary nails?
They're carpentry nails,
Oh,
and they've been used.
Okay. Okay. I mean, there's nails. I'm just gonna put them in my bag if there's nails.
Okay. Cool. So you carry on to Vallaki, and you can see them hanging signs. They're preparing for the Festival of the Silvery Mist.
Another
Of
festival.
course, they're preparing for the festival.
Yeah, the Festival of Silvery Mist. Haven't you heard? It's very popular.
Is it? I missed that memo.
I guess we head to the. What time is it?
It's late afternoon.
Afternoon, yeah. Probably gonna. I need to make a pit stop. I have an important matter to take care of. I need to head to Blinsky's.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Good old Blinsky.
Good old Blinsky.
Davian is going to excuse himself. He's going to go visit the Vistani camp north of Vallaki.
Okay.
Interesting.
So we want to visit.
Well, I guess if we need to go to Blinsky's, we need to go to Blinsky's.
I gotta go to Blinsky's. I absolutely have to go to Blinsky's.
It is not a necessity.
It is
It's
a
not a necessity.
necessity.
No, it is not. Not at all.
Something was lost for the greater good. I must recover it.
That's been destroyed.
What do you gain from it?
Nothing.
Entertainment.
But what
Literally
do you
nothing.
gain from it?
A possible another bargaining chip or distraction.
But what
all right?
do you gain?
It
from
has been
it?
used twice to our benefit.
Could
That's
you
the
really
first time
say
it
it
was truly our
was?
benefit.
Yeah. Was
Pretty,
it
pretty
really?
sure.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty sure we could have made him stand up for anything.
But my idea worked, and it worked well.
Sure.
And my idea the first time would have worked well, except somebody was like, "I'm Strahd."
Yeah, I did, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I am not ashamed.
You're not gonna get bullied for it anymore.
All right. I would like to ask Blinsky if he has another Strahd ball.
Okay, so you empty the cramped shop. You see the man in the jester's hat, the little monkey running to and fro. Welcome, friends. You've returned to my shop. You seek a doll?
Yeah, another Strahd doll. I had to give mine to somebody else, and I really miss it. I was wondering if you had another.
No, I could make one.
That would be fantastic. About how long do you think it would take to make another one?
I could have that ready 3 days.
Unfortunately, I'm heading out in the morning. Tell you what, I'll give you a down payment on it now, half to 3/4, let's say, and then I'll pick it up when I can. Does that sound good?
Masterful.
All right.
So he asks for 2 electrum pieces. Down payment.
Awesome. That's sure thing. 2 Electrum. There you go.
Okay. He thanks you for your business, checks the coins for validity, and begins carving immediately.
All right, my business is done. I am ready to go to the inn.
You done playing with toys now?
Not playing. It is a hobby.
Whatever you say, Del.
Whatever lets you sleep at night, bud.
Man, it's gonna come in handy again. I'm telling you what.
P say so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the inn then. We probably should take or give Rictavio a visit.
See if he has any final words of advice for us.
Okay. Back to the Blue Water Inn. It's relatively busy. A lot of people are cramped inside. Today, the inn is serving silver stew.
Ooh.
Huh.
It's free by order of the burgomaster if anybody wants some.
Take a bowl of silver stew.
You get
Sure.
a watery, salty broth of cabbage that's had all the color boiled out of it.
That sounds like my sort of meal.
I love cabbage
I would
stew.
I would love a bowl of cabbage.
Okay. The boys are going around serving it together. Mom's behind the bar. Dad's not around.
Has Davian returned to us yet, or is he still off on his own business?
He is off on his own business.
I suspect he might be off on his own business till tomorrow.
Probably, Well, we should probably go talk to Rictavio then.
As you seek out Rictavio, you're informed he's off by the fairgrounds. Went up to check on his wagon.
Got it.
Okay, well,
Want to go meet him, or should we just wait here?
I think we should probably go meet him because, he's up at all odd hours of the night like the first time we met him. Who knows when he's
Okay.
coming back.
Fair enough.
Hey, how would you guys pronounce this?
This.
Gias?
This.
I've always pronounced it geese, like, Hong
Gas.
Kong.
So I looked it up because I was curious. And it's Gesh, like as in Gesh.
Weird.
It's Irish. Yeah.
I only pronounce it like that because of the anime, so. Whack.
Gesh.
Yesh.
Okay, so you head out toward the stockyard. You see Rictavio standing outside of a wagon that is rocking back and forth rather violently. What was that?
What?
I don't know. I was about to.
Somebody drop
That
a
doesn't
piano?
sound like a wagon.
Doesn't, does it? It's very interesting. Anyway, he sees you approach and sort of nimbly steps your direction. Hello, friends! Very good to see you. Have you come for the circus?
We have.
Excellent. We should be ready for a performance very soon.
That's great. Been so excited for it.
He kind of looks at you like, what are you doing here?
Well, we're very interested in the circus. We think you'll do a fine performance, but we were wondering if we could have a word with you in private at some point.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, would you care to meet us back at the inn in, say, an hour?
Let's go now.
Okay, that
Go
works too.
now.
He does a little cartwheel with a spring in his step, heads back toward the blue water at a good clip.
What a performer.
Speed walk to
Polygons.
keep up with him.
He seems antsy a little bit then.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So he enters into the inn, doesn't really acknowledge anyone, and heads up to his room.
I think we should mingle about for at least a couple minutes before we go up there. Try to make it seem like we didn't come here exclusively to speak with him.
We kind of did, come, leave, and come back with him. So,
Yeah, but I mean that could just, be happenstance that we arrived at the same time, That's why I was saying like, meet us there in an hour so we don't come back together, but whatever.
I'm just gonna head it up. I'm just gonna head up to his room.
Okay.
Strahd knows who we are.
Yeah.
But we hope he doesn't know who or what Rictavio is.
I assume he already knows that as well.
Well, we could hope not.
You can hope a lot of things. Doesn't mean they're going to come true.
Anyways,
What are we doing?
going to
I
Rictavia's
guess.
room.
Yep.
Okay, everybody's going to head up there and go into his room?
Yep.
If he's there, yes.
He is. He's leaning on a cane, standing in the corner of the room. He's got sort of his back to the corner. He doesn't say anything as you enter. He gestures for you to close the door.
So, doors closed, no one can hear us. We believe the time has come.
Oh, we should give him the thing that we found
Yeah.
at the church.
Mm-hmm.
Who's got the book? Who has the book?
I have the book.
Mikey has the book.
Yeah.
I'll
Right.
walk up and
Right.
hand him the book. We finally found this.
He takes the book, turns through the pages. So it is true. You are the ones with the prophecy.
Well, I'd hope so. We're wasting a lot of time.
He hands it back to you. You endanger yourselves by coming to me. You know this, don't you?
We are in danger for as long as we are here.
Is there a safe spot in Barovia?
It's not Barovia you should fear.
No, but it is him, and he rules Barovia.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He reflects on this for a moment and says, I may have told you before, but there's a curse upon me. Any I try to assist, or any who try to help me, ill will fall upon them.
Did he mention that?
I don't remember, but
I don't remember this.
I see. Then I assume that means we could not rely on you in what we believe is the battle to come.
I cannot offer you my assistance, but only do you harm. But perhaps I can find a way to help you from afar.
Well, perhaps this meeting never happened, and perhaps you don't do things of your own accord.
I don't know the details of the curse that's upon me. It may already be too late.
Very well.
It does warm my heart, though, to see that you're making progress.
Yes, unfortunately, we seek one last treasure, and we believe it to be within the castle itself.
I have no way to help you locate that.
Yes, of course. But we thank you for all your help.
Of course. If you
What?
see Esmeralda, tell her I think of her often.
Do you want to know where she is, or because we've already met her?
I know. She sent me a message.
Got it.
Well, I don't think we're going to find any help here, so maybe we should just call it that.
Well, I think the main point that I wanted to make by coming here was to let him know that we are on our way to the castle now.
Yeah, I was hoping he could help us in some way, but if he is cursed, whether or not he's actually cursed, I don't know. But
I mean,
if he thinks he's cursed, he seems, like a pretty intuitive guy, so
that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I got what I needed to get accomplished. I just hope
I,
I'm back after 3 days.
I was hoping to maybe get some more help, but if we can't, we can't. Well, then
I
I
mean,
guess we should.
if you really want help, we could attempt to go back to Kresk and see if they're ready to spring their plan.
I don't. I honestly, the only reason I thought we should stop here was because it was on the way. I don't know if we should
That's fair.
spend any more time traveling.
Yeah, I think we might need to go to dinner.
Yep. I'm all for just going to the castle.
Yeah.
Now, have we discussed leaving all like earth-ending items here and trying to avoid conflict at all costs? Even and then, if conflict were to arise, we don't have any items on us that would get stolen, just in case we don't think we can kill
Yeah,
them.
but if we
So
don't have any items, that are supposed to be
We're going
helping
to talk.
us.
We're going to do what he wants
Mm-hmm.
and not
if he
try to
wants
kill
us
him.
dead,
Well, if
and
he
there's
wants us
no way
dead, yeah,
We
we're
need to be
gonna.
armed.
we need to be able to retaliate with what we can.
Well, that's what I'm
What
saying. If he
is
wants us dead, I think probably would have just. I mean,
attacked us at the?
maybe not. Well, yeah,
Maybe he's just a gentleman and wants to treat us to dinner, so we're all
maybe
nice
he's cursed,
fatty
in
and
which he
Before he
cannot
kills
kill.
us.
yeah.
Okay, so if this is really like a prophecy and we have our cards, and the last card, it says, he dwells with the one whose blood sealed his doom, a brother of light snuffed out too soon. Where do we think that is? I
It's
assume it's in
underneath
the
the castle. It's underneath the castle.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is that I can't fight us in like a final conflict unless we fight him wherever that is.
Maybe. I say we keep
could
the thing on us.
we could split the party.
No.
I don't like that at all.
Now, also
Only for the
consider,
simple fact that Valoth could tiptoe around the house while we are.
so where do we think the dragon's skull or body or whatever is? Do we think it's at the castle?
We think it's at the castle. I think that's what Esmeralda was talking about. Was that it was filed by Strahd and he took it to the castle. So
What if we could somehow come out with the skull? Do you
Yeah.
think we could return it
yeah,
if
that would be
somehow
well. So we would have to return it, and we would have to know where to return it to.
I would assume just like the tomb where it said here lies his bones and there were no bones, you know?
Perhaps. Does
That
Rictavia
that
know anything about that?
I
We
mean
haven't-
we're here, we might as well ask him.
That's what I'm saying.
Before we
Wait, whose
leave
bones?
the dragon,
Argynvost.
yeah,
Okay.
that the paladins were like
Yeah.
following or whatever. While we're still here, would you know anything about the bones of the dragon Argynvost?
I know that Esmeralda believes they're within the castle. But
So,
Well,
I haven't looked into the matter myself. As you can imagine, I don't go there very often.
that's
yes, of course.
honestly pretty fair.
Now, what if it's, we're just super lucky and the skull's just right there, like you walk up to the castle and it's just right there over the front door.
We get it on the way out.
Yep, and we just run. Other
I'm dead.
problem, the skull is where we fight Strahd, and we can't do that.
And then we won't have to worry about it until after we beat Strahd.
Yeah,
Main concern is finding that sword.
yes, which is probably in the throne room,
Probably
considering
in the
it's
front room.
I see a throne fit for a king.
So
We can hope that Strahd is not in his throne room, which is a
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he's gonna take us to a dining, like we're gonna be eating or whatever.
but he'll
I'd
know
imagine he'd
Valop's
put us
not
up for the
there.
night, and then we can, sneaky.
Hopefully, but I
Wait,
mean,
what?
he's
Well,
thinking
when
we
you-
might spend the night at Castle
Yeah,
Ravenloft.
he might invite us to stay the night there.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. It's a far
Hope.
trip. So
Like,
he's
that's-
asking us over for dinner.
Yeah.
Like,
he
where are
didn't
we
say
supposed to-
dinner.
Puts us up for the night.
yeah, where are we supposed to go afterwards? We can't travel anywhere in a reasonable amount of time before nightfall, at least.
We could go away.
We could get away
Dude.
from there.
I don't think he's.
Or we pretend to leave the castle and then sneak in. There's a myriad of things we could do once we get there. Possibilities.
I'm
I
kind
hope
of worried that Strahd is like, because Castle Ravenloft is like his place. It's his home. But I think he probably knows. He probably has like so many sentries or just like vampire spawn walking around.
Well, if
that
we're
it'd
really
be
good at
almost
sneaky,
impossible.
then it wouldn't matter. We just have to be super sneaky.
I can be super sneaky.
Garfield can get everybody pretty sneaky.
Yeah. I
Let's-
mean, with pass without trace, I can be +10 sneaky
yes.
because I have a 0.
With pass without a trace, I think I'm like +15.
Pass without trace, I have a +23, I believe.
Yeah. So we can be pretty sneaky. I don't know if we'll be super sneaky, but we'll be pretty sneaky.
We can try. I don't know. I think we just need to go.
But yeah, we gotta
Sitting
go
around
no
and
matter what.
talking is not.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Well,
I'm ready to sleep then travel.
Yep.
Okay.
Sleep, pick up Davian, then travel.
Yeah. Hopefully Davian's
in
back.
that order.
So no sign of Davian in the morning. That you have free rooms, of course, again. As you head back out, you see them pulling down the signs for the the Festival of the Silvery Mist.
Well, that was fast. They were just putting those up yesterday.
Well, I had it
Isn't that their
yesterday.
thing?
Oh, that makes sense.
I was about to say, like, we rolled in. Silver stew.
So Davian went to the
The
north of Valaki.
Yes.
We
the
probably need to
Vistani encampment.
go look for him then.
While we're still in this town, can I top off my Red Dragon Crush?
Yeah, they'll let you fill up.
I'd love that.
The least anyone can do is let you have some of the wine you made possible to make again.
Huzzah.
All right.
Huzzah.
So as you
Did
go
you just-
to leave Valaki, you see a sleek black carriage with no rider, 2 horses. One of them snorting smoke. There's a raven perched atop it.
Is it Davian?
Probably.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna.
Hope it is.
Hey, Carfield, is it Davian?
I'm gonna look at you and say, probably.
God. Well, can you find out for sure by, I don't know, speaking with him?
You want him
and
to burn a
Crow?
spell slot to find this out?
I don't know.
You
Can
should
we
probably
just...
just ask
I'm
him.
just.
Can
I'm
somebody
I'm just
ask
gonna
him?
say,
He's
is
the
that
nature
you,
boy.
Davian?
The raven nods its head.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I was just asking Mr. Nature over here because I figured he'd had an easier time of it.
Well, here's
Well-
the. You want to know the absolute statistics of what you just asked me? You can ask him and be just as sure about if it's a raven or not.
Yeah, I
As I
just
could
did.
be.
So.
I know. I'm just saying. Like,
Well, let's. We have
did.
to. We have to hop in the carriage.
Yes, we're
Let's
getting in the
go.
carriage.
Maybe Davian's thinking like, oh, maybe he won't account for me, and I'll be there like at a whoa, it's me kind of thing. You know, I'm here.
maybe he's just waiting for us by this
Yeah.
carriage.
Also that
you could just
we
be a cool dude.
we gotta go. So.
Yeah, I guess let's load on to the freaking carriage.
Okay, everybody inside?
Mhm.
Yes.
As the last of you comes in, the door closes by itself behind you, and the horses begin headed toward the castle. The raven takes flight, and you can hear it cawing at you from above. The carriage is unnaturally swift, but the ride is smooth. And what would have taken you the better part of a day takes just a little under an hour to whisk you away to the castle.
Are these the same horses as last time? Like the same horses we've seen?
That
Or
you've
are they
talked to.
Yeah, the ones that I talked to,
Yes.
and then we saw them again, and then okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say thank you to these horses as we get out.
Okay.
They're my buddies.
All right, so you arrive finally at this wonderful building.
Go.
I don't see a
Goodness
dragon
gracious.
skull.
I also don't see a dragon skull.
A little dramatic.
A little bit dramatic.
Yeah.
Detailed look at the castle there.
Oh, it's only 300 feet tall. 360.
Yeah, only 360.
Only 360 feet tall.
You know, no big
It's
deal.
not that big.
Well, I mean, we have no other choice. I guess we gotta head inside.
The wagon stops just in front of the gatehouse, and you see the drawbridge spanning the distance beyond. Clouds have started to come in. It looks like it might rain.
Is there any way I can roll in nature to see if like it's actually naturally raining or not?
Sure.
Like, or if he's like trying to, make it rain.
Strahd burning a spell slot of rain. Let's go.
Strahd making it rain.
Or trying to, maybe. Well,
It doesn't seem natural, but you can't be sure.
gotcha.
All right. Let's do this thing here.
I'd like to casually mention that Strahd might be fucking with us to the group.
What gives you that idea?
What what's new at that point, honestly?
Alrighty.
Oh, this map has a little neat compass at the top left.
Right?
Wow, that's big. Or we're just really small, I can't tell.
It's a big castle. It's 360 feet tall. That's 36 stories.
Is it?
It is. So
All day long. Thick, cold fog swirls in this courtyard. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of Keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame.
We've gone back to the not being able to move thing, by the way.
I can move.
Oh, he just fixed it.
Well, let us go.
I don't want to go first.
No.
Send the pruner first.
Yeah, the pruner can go knock.
Okay, the pruner bravely approaches the door.
Dude's so brave.
The ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches in iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is another set of doors.
Guess we gotta go through these doors too. Jacob's just in there, dude.
The doors in front of you suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall filled with the sound of organ music.
We push on.
Overhead, in the
We have
vaulted
no
entry
choice.
foyer, 4 statues of dragons glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
We go on, but Archibald goes first.
Yeah.
Are we just leaving Davian?
Davian. Looks like these doors opened for us too. Oh.
Which way?
Up or down, guys? Left or
Why
right?
not? Why not
Straight.
forward?
Well,
Yeah,
because these
forward.
doors opened for us, so.
These weren't doors, these are hallways.
Let's see.
Yeah.
The room you're in. Cobwebs stretch between great columns that support the ceiling of a great, dusty, dimly lit hall with sputtering torches and iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles, squatting motionlessly on the rim of the dome ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains yet another set of bronze doors through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones.
I guess we go south then, because there's organs coming from the south.
Oh, Strahd, always being such a drama queen.
I don't think we should call him a drama queen because he
If,
can very easily kill us.
If Kalu really did say that in game, I'm going to start walking south. If not, I'll stay put.
No, I didn't say anything. Or,
Okay. Well, then I guess
Not a
I'll stay
drama
put.
queen, drama king.
hey, you can't assume that.
An
You assumed it.
elf
No.
with with brown skin and long black hair descends the staircase. He wears a gray cloak over black studded armor and has a polished scimitar hanging from his belt. My master is expecting you, he says.
I see.
Probably follow him then.
Yeah. Would you like to lead the way?
Rahadin.
Is there a there's a role ask on my Rahadin.
Yeah, there is. What the heck?
Rahadin is a map, apparently.
Dude, Druid and
Nope.
Fantasy Grounds.
He's
They
no
don't
longer a
work
map.
together.
That's weird.
So, what was happening was I was trying to move, and
And
it popped up over where I was moving, and then when I let it go,
Okay.
I think. But it just reset me back to where I was, so I didn't think anything actually happened. But you never know.
Rahadin gestures toward the hallway to the south.
Southward it is.
okay.
So I'm gonna let he who prunes go first.
The doors open.
Fancy.
Let's see, the room you're in. Torchlight flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. To the east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending in a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Let me unmask that. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open and a steady bright light escapes through the opening. Swells of organ music come from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power and defeat into the hall.
Well, I assume this is where he wants us to be. So,
Is Rahadin going to announce us?
He is not. He's standing somewhat to the distance, but directly behind you.
I see.
If you meet his gaze, he directs you with his head motion toward the door.
Alrighty.
All right. Let's go, Knocker.
The door's open.
Well, he gets to go first. 'Tis the rules of the land.
The rules.
Who's going first?
Archibald.
Our door knocker.
He who prunes.
He is the one who knocks.
Like that, I can't. Ooh.
Oh, Kalu's on that now. I was moving just like Garfield was.
Fun.
There's a Kalu on my Strahd.
Hey, do we by chance have a psychic link? I feel like that's
I would
something we should establish.
I would love to go ahead and create a psychic link right now.
I'd like to look really hard at Valoth. Just look at it really hard.
I forgot about that. I forgot to set that earlier. Oh. With so it is a D8. So
How many people can you link at a time?
the equal to my proficiency bonus. So as of this level,
All of us.
all of us for 3 hours.
Okay.
3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull marble walls supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods: roast beast basted in a savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you, with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west wall, between floor to ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and a deep silence falls over the dining hall. It turns slowly to you. You've come
I'm gonna.
at last.
Yes, we could not ignore your summons.
Please, sit.
I want to take a seat as distant as I can from the main.
Yeah, I got my seat right here.
I'm sitting on the end of the table next to Kalu.
Rahadin closes the doors behind you, and you see him no more.
I'd like to mention over the psychic link. What's with all the mirrors and silver and such?
Well, buddy, that would be because he's a vampire.
Yeah,
Why does he have them? Wouldn't touching a silver fork hurt him?
I don't think necessarily touching it would hurt. I mean, it might not feel pleasant, but not just outright hurt the man.
Because ours are silver and whatnot doesn't mean his is.
Please
That's also true.
enjoy, your host says. Welcome to my home. After we feast, you are free to visit my castle and take in its many splendors.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you. Thank you for the meal and the wonderful music as well. You seem to have quite a talent.
Thank you. I've had many years of practice. We don't get many visitors in the castle, and it warms my heart that you made the trip.
Hear me out, guys. Strahd's the good guy.
It was Octavio all along.
It was Rictavio all along. I don't know. Good guys normally don't have red borders.
That just means they're hostile. Maybe we're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Suddenly-
You know what? You have never said something I agree with more. Maybe we are the bad guys.
Suddenly our borders flipped. Strahd's turns green. All of ours turn red.
The
Yeah.
objective stays the same.
I am
Current
going
objective:
to
survive.
start quietly and slowly eating, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd like to inspect what I'm eating, or
Yeah,
what is in
I'd
front
like
of us.
to. I'd like to subtly check for
I mean,
any
not a-
traces of
yeah.
magic or anything.
Oh. I'd like to
Okay.
subtly check for the ingredients in what I'm looking
The
at.
ingredient.
Yeah.
Do you need just an arcana?
Yes.
Okay.
Nature check if you want to try to identify the ingredients. You are
Man, these
not.
nature checks.
So you are not detecting anything that appears obviously magical,
Okay.
and the food appears normal to you. Um, in front of you is a roast pig, as well as a duck.
Well, I'm
Oh,
gonna
boy.
say over the psychic link, I don't see any sort of magical trickery here. I believe it might be safe to eat.
I would hope there would be no magical trickery. We are guests. That would be rude.
The man has standards, even if he is evil.
What
He was
do
nice
you
enough to
think
play.
of my home so far? He says.
It is very large.
Yes, it's very magnificent, certainly fitting of a ruler of such a great land.
Indeed. I built it to bring my family here.
Where is your family now?
Below.
I see.
Are you enjoying the food? Please try the wine.
Don't mind if I do.
So the fragrant amber liquid is absolutely exquisite.
Oh, fantastic. I'd like to go for second.
Okay.
Of the wine on. I'd like to ask Dell if he is going to finish his.
I
Goodness.
will. I will give you half. I am not much of a imbiber of alcohol.
Half is better than not half.
So you're going to sit quietly and eat the food?
Uh,
I mean,
yeah, I mean, he
is
he made us
he?
this feast.
I would like to ask him if he is going to join us in the eating.
No. No, I have already eaten.
I see.
I don't.
I'd like to say over the psychic link. I mean, I guess that makes sense because he didn't know when we were going to show up, but also
Spooky.
It's
It's
been
kinda-
like weeks.
I'd like to ask about how he procured this wine and what it's called.
It is an ancient family recipe.
Well, it's quite delightful.
Indeed. I have had guests compliment me on it before. He goes back to playing music.
What's the move, boys?
Finish the meal.
Yeah,
We
let's
eat.
Around.
have some dinner, and then he said we can wander around the castle. So
Well, he said after the feast is done.
But I
Mhm.
mean, if we eat our food, then the meal's over. So I think we just
Yes.
finish. I'm sure Archibald over there is real hungry. You know, he's like a part dragon dude. He'd probably eat that whole pig by himself if he wasn't trying to be, have some manners.
I've never known Archibald to have manners before.
Okay.
I don't know if his life was on the line before.
Yeah, Greg's not here, but I agree. I assume he would eat the food. It's delicious.
That's good. At least
And
it is
very
good.
much not magical, as far as I can tell, guys.
Surprise! It's magical.
Oh no, I needed a DC 25 to pass.
Nah, DC 30.
Well, if I finish my food, I suppose I'll ask Strahd. So, what's your favorite spot in this castle?
Oh, there are so many wonderful little nooks and crannies.
I'd like to ask Strahd what a cranny is.
You'll have plenty of time to find out.
I see. Well, on our tour, are there any points of interest you would recommend?
I don't get many visitors to the castle.
That's fair. Well, how about
Over
the opposite? Any places we should not visit?
No, my entire home is open to you in all of its splendor.
Well, that's very generous.
over the psychic link, I'm going to ask. Okay, did Archibald spill the beans about the card we're looking for now? Because he kind of spilled the beans.
I
Negative.
don't
He did.
remember, but he did say the word
Negative.
splendor twice.
No, the beans were spilled about the book card, which is, I assume, why he was there.
Okay, well, okay. Well, I'm going to say to Strahd, well, certainly majestic castle such as this would have a majestic throne room as well.
He smiles. His smile widens, impossibly wide. He laughs. And he starts to fade away before you. Bam!
Pissed him off,
Bam!
Calhoun.
Bam! 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 Doors start slamming all throughout the castle. You hear the creak as the ancient drawbridge is being drawn to a close.
Hmm. I see.
Indubitably.
I don't know if we can lug a dragon skull out of here.
The
If that's what I think it is.
man before you simply ceases to exist. Doesn't fade into mist or transform into anything. He's just no longer there.
He just pops
quick
out of
question.
existence.
How's Davian taking all this in?
Where is Davian? Is he
Out in the
like
courtyard still.
outside?
He's being a crow.
Yep. He's outside somewhere.
Okay.
He's doing what crows do.
All right. Well, I regret saying that, but maybe
You
he did
should.
spill the beans about the throne room, and Archibald is just a big idiot and should be berated for it.
I don't think he did. As far as I'm aware, the only one he really got to talk about was the one in the church, and then we all jumped on him.
Yeah, we did kind of end Archibald's career for that one early on, didn't we?
We sure did. Or attempted to.
What are we doing, guys?
Well,
Surviving.
we need to find the throne room, but current
Yeah.
objective is survive.
So turn on the dubstep and We start opening doors.
Vibe.
Leo.
All right. Standard layout is straight on from the main door, right?
I would hope so, but who knows?
So we go back up to this octagonal room and then go to that door on the right, the east door.
That would probably be the most logical place to look. Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
What?
Urban infrastructure.
Nice.
You have basic knowledge of the structures of buildings, including the stuff behind the walls. You can also find blueprints of a specific building in order to learn the details of its construction. What role do you want, Bob?
How would you find the details of this castle?
Good question.
A gut feeling.
The book, maybe Strahd doodled in his journal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
So is everybody done eating?
So, I mean, if there were a throne room in a castle of this type, it would probably be toward the back.
mhm.
Just they're intended to be defensive structures typically. So,
Or what if somebody just breaks in the back wall?
well, it's a lot harder than going through the front door. Typically,
That's fair. So is everybody done with their food and eating and whatnot?
Yeah, I'm ready to.
Even if I'm not done, I'm a little disturbed.
Yeah, as soon as he disappears, I think we should all stand up immediately and start getting out of here.
Well, see, here's the thing.
So-
I'm gonna start cleaning off your guys' silverware and picking up all the silver I can.
Well, I don't think he's that afraid of silver if he's got it lying around.
Now,
Well,
That was my point.
Yeah, I
he's
don't
not
know.
having it thrown at him
Well-
now, is he?
Dale, Kawu,
What
I
the-
know you're gonna yell at me for this,
What?
but
You're not
hear me
turning this
out.
rod. You're not
No,
turning-
no, shut up. Let me finish. I think we might want to consider splitting up
No.
No.
Hey, there it
Because-
is.
because we also need to find a way out of this castle.
I'd imagine it'd have to do something with lowering the drawbridge.
What's the range on your telepathic link? Like a mile or something?
A mile.
Okay, so
And
the
we've
entire
all got
castle.
the link, so we will always be linked, so we will know if something goes down.
Well, as long as Archibald isn't alone, we're all linked.
Archibald is linked.
Because my
linked
proficiency
Archibald.
bonus went up. We're all linked
Ah.
now.
Perfect.
Archibald
So-
doesn't have a player character behind him.
I understand that, but
Yeah, so if we all have the link, so if something goes wrong,
shoot him. Sorry.
What? What?
There's other stuff going on.
Okay.
okay.
I think we need to stick together. I think this is the most dangerous place in the entire land of Barovia, and we have not split up once. Now's
And I
not
almost
the time.
died multiple times. Not splitting up.
Yeah, but if we can straight up keep a constant communication. So like
yeah, that's the
Alpha
difference.
team and Bravo team.
But it doesn't matter if we have a constant communication if one team
Yeah,
dies.
but
Well,
you guys, here's the thing. You guys just
We
wander
might
around.
need to start moving.
You
no,
guys
we need to
just-
go. We go as a group. No, we're not splitting up.
You want to
Bad.
secure an exit first? We can do that.
Yeah, we could immediately go try to lower the drawbridge. Splitting up is the worst idea possible.
okay, well, let's do it.
So, where are we going? Do we want to try to go to the drawbridge, or do we want to try to go through those eastern doors? See if the throne room is that way.
I say we go. Well, it depends on what they want to do. 'Cause I think we just worry about it later.
Worry
So
about
is it-
what later?
Exit.
Leaving.
Yeah, well, to a certain
Where's-
degree, the lower we are, the less I think we have to worry about an exit. So, considering we're on ground floor, I think we should just find the stuff. I think we should go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I think we should try to head
Oh,
towards
this
the
door's
throne
not
room.
open, I guess.
Is it not?
Oh, he said like all the doors slammed shut. So
The door is
I mean, you can walk
closed.
through them. So
I would love to open the door.
You push the door open.
And here we go.
and let's get Archibald
Here we
out in front. Yep.
go. Here we go.
Which way, guys?
I'd like to come to this door, the only door we haven't opened on the ground floor
Yep.
so far.
North to this octagonal room, and then east from here.
Okay, 1 second.
Can I
There are a lot of
always be
cobwebs,
scanning
guys.
for like traps and other perceivable dangers?
Sure. If any dangers would be detectable by your passive perception, I'll let you know.
Sounds great.
Well, what is everyone's passive perception?
Mine's 17, I think.
Dear Lord.
Mine's
What?
uh,
Mine's 11. It's next to senses on the
15.
main page.
Mine appears to be 14.
Why do you guys have so much wisdom?
My wisdom's only +1.
I have a +0 in wisdom.
Proficiency.
What the heck? Oh,
Okay.
I don't have proficiency in perception. So.
This grand hall is choked with dust and stretches into darkness ahead. Webs hang from the arched ceiling like drapes, and life-size statues of knights line the hallway on both sides, their eyes seeming to watch you.
Man, have I ever told you guys how much I hate statues?
No, but I'm sure it's like, a very rational fear. Or hatred, rather. We should probably
Press.
make our way through. Just take it slow. These statues are very sus.
Okay. Above this door is a bronze beaten symbol of a sun.
That door, that's the one I want.
Or number 1.
Number 1, my lord. Number
Big number
1.
3, Malone. Let's do
Say
it.
door number only?
Door number only is correct.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I have to draw these by hand because this is an old style map. Yike.
I had to zoom out for this. Oh, that looks cool.
This doesn't seem like a throne room.
But it still
though.
looks cool.
Looks cool, yeah.
Dim colored light filters through tall, broken, boarded up windows of stained glass, illuminating the ancient chapel of Ravenloft. A few bats flutter about near the top of a 90-foot high domed ceiling. A balcony runs along the length of the west wall, 50 feet above the floor. In the center of the balcony, two dark shapes are slumped in tall chairs. Benches coated with centuries of dust lie about the floor in jumbled disarray. Beyond this debris, lit by a piercing shaft of light, an altar stands upon a stone platform. The sides of the altar are carved with bas reliefs of angelic figures entwined with grapevines. Light from above falls directly on a silver statuette. A cloaked figure is draped over the altar, and a black mace lies on the floor near its feet.
Hey, sneaky boy. Go grab the mace before anything happens.
You think that's a good idea?
Well, it's either he has the mace or we have the mace. What do you want?
There's 5 of us and 1 of him.
mean, it couldn't
Fine.
hurt.
If I die, I'm haunting your ass still.
You're not gonna die. We're all right here.
You've
There.
already
Wait.
died once. Archibald just goes in. He doesn't care.
I'm gonna sneak up and try to steal the mace.
Okay.
You want to
What the-
stealth or sleight of hand?
I want to stealthily enter the room
Both?
without making too much
If
noise.
you're trying to be sneaky.
That's good.
Okay. Very
That
sneaky.
is good.
Do I steal the mace?
Yes, the figure does not move as you pick
Oh.
up a black mace.
I'm gonna stealthily come back and hand this to Dell specifically.
Got it. All right. Now we can talk to them in if we want to.
Ooh,
Mace
nice.
of Terror.
Okay.
Who
Hi
has
there.
proficiency with
Who has
Simple weapon.
proficiency with Mace of Terror?
Oh. Did you want the enemy to have this, Mikey? If you really wanted to, and you could go give
We
it
don't
back.
know if this is a bad guy. Just
I
because he's
mean-
a bad guy doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
just
He
because
had-
he's
Just
wielding
because
the
I am
Mace
bad
of
the guy
Terror.
does not mean I am really bad the guy.
He was in possession of a Mace of Terror, Mikey.
Well, now Micah's in possession of
No,
the Mace of
Dell.
Terror.
Well, in that, let's say you're the one in possession of the
got it.
Mace of Terror, Dell.
I've got it now.
Are you
Fear
a bad
me.
guy?
Fear me. Anyways.
Alrighty. I say we continue.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put this in my bag for right now.
All right. I
No,
added it
not
to
gonna
your
use it.
inventory.
Okay.
So there's still the slumped figure and the statue on the altar.
Mace of Terror. Properties.
Yeah, what's that description looking like?
This magic has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to spend 1 charge to release a wave of terror. Each creature of your choice within a 30-foot radius must succeed a DC 15 saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute.
So it's my blades, but in mace form.
Yes.
Can you do that with your blades?
Yep. 9th level, just got it. Terrifying
Wow.
strike.
Ho, ho, ho. About how big do you think a mace is? How big is this mace?
You know, if it's a one, is it one or two-handed?
Maces are one-handed.
You
Simple
can
weapon.
get two-handed maces. If it's maces one-handed, I'd say probably about 3.5, 4 feet.
Yeah, it's about the size of a
Indeed.
T-ball bat.
Dang. This is not small enough, I don't think. Wait.
Why?
Well,
It's 4,000 gold pieces.
Oh. Well, okay, but you say that, and the holy symbol of Ravenkind is worth 50,000. So
Yeah, but we're not selling that. We have
Not-
uses for that.
not
This
yet.
isn't really useful. It's
I
just
don't know.
cool.
Is it like a +1 weapon, or is it?
It's
that
the
it's only
1d6.
ooh,
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
regular mace.
It's a mace that does frightening stuff.
I mean, that's still cool.
I mean, it does magical damage. So there's that.
I also do magical damage, but like
True.
I don't need anything to do that with.
So can we tell if the figure is alive or if it's just
From where you're at, it's slumped over the table.
Did I notice anything unusual when I stealthed up to grab the mace about this body?
Only that it didn't move.
Yeah, the body didn't move when I went up there, but I am, stealth reincarnate.
Does somebody want to attempt to talk to it? Get its attention?
Well, before that happens.
Yeah.
Before
Well,
that,
I'm looking. I'm reading. That's like.
Do we want to just take him out right now?
Can someone with a high intelligence roll want to investigate from afar?
Investigate.
What's
Investigate
my
what?
investigation?
You know what?
Investigate the
Bob,
figure.
I'm gonna sneak back up there and look at the body.
I'd like to
Stealthily.
investigate from afar.
Okay.
I'll take a far look-see.
Do you need a stealth roll to get back up there, or just a
So you
investigation?
can't see much other than what I've described. No, we can use your other stealth roll. So you
And
sneak
then
up.
just investigation.
Well, I mean, what are you
Investigate.
doing?
I want to see if this is a. I'm using the term alive loosely.
Sure.
I
So from
want
here,
to-
Animate. Is it animate?
is it animate in any way, shape, or form?
you see what appears to be a blackened corpse. It appears to have been blasted and burned. Probably died right on the spot.
All right. Well, I'm gonna telepathically tell them because I'm still too afraid to, say anything out loud. Guys, it looks just to be a corpse that's been blasted to scorching hot levels.
It appears
Well.
as though it may have been reaching for the silver statuette.
Right. I'm gonna say it out loud. Well, maybe you don't want to stand there then.
Maybe take a step back so we don't worry about it.
Well, now I'm interested about this statuette.
Mm.
Well,
Don't-
maybe
don't-
let a magic-y person see if it's magic-y.
The icon of Ravenloft.
I gotta
Can
get
I, without getting too close, looking at the statue, it looks like there may or may not have been something that belongs in its hands. Can I, without getting too close from what's just see if there's like any scuff marks around the hands of the statue, like something was placed there?
No, it's not really big enough to hold much more than a mark.
Oh.
The statue is 12 inches tall.
Oh, okay. Well, in
Alright,
that case.
I would like to come up and make an Arcana check on the statue.
I'd
Okay.
like to help him.
Okay. Then check with advantage.
Check with advantage. Okay, so I have advantage on this Arcana. I really needed it.
Okay, it is radiating holy good power.
Holy good power.
I like the sound of that. I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Alright. Well, since I am in possession of the Mace of Terror, would somebody else like to touch this?
I'd like to check around the rest of the room, kind of in the area around the altar first. See if I can sense anything magical around it.
You do not.
Oh. Huh.
We really don't.
Oof.
Well, I mean, theory.
Somebody-
Good aligned character has to touch it.
Go for it.
I do believe that is, in fact, you, Bucko.
Is it? Where do I see my alignment? Notes. Chaotic good.
I am seeing all the way.
By the way, you can see from here alcoves.
Got it. Or
Probably.
statues.
Yeah.
If I mentioned I really don't like statues.
Oh, dude.
What's up?
I'm really weighing the odds here. Maybe the creature was not of good alignment, and
Got scorned?
uh-huh.
Or
At the same time, do we have any value in this? Is it worth the risk that it's just going to smite me on touching it regardless?
Well, here's
could-
my theory. The Scorched Man had a Mace of Terror, which makes me assume he was a powerful man. And he apparently wanted this for some reason, which means there's probably power behind it, especially with your guys' whole holy goodness theory of magic.
Hear me out here. We pull a hey catch on Strahd and throw it at him.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, it could work out in our benefit.
Oh, I'm going to frick it, dude. YOLO. Maybe, I don't know, in this world. Yeah, I'm going to pick it up.
I want to be ready to drag Justin out of the way of anything that might come at him.
And I am stepping over here.
Okay, and you said your alignment was chaotic good?
Yes.
Okay.
Chaotic is gonna...
In your inventory, you find the icon of Ravenloft.
Hey!
Good.
Good. Oh.
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 Uh-oh.
Now, theory, I think I know what those rolls were for. I'm not going to disclose them, but because it's just a guess based on other magic items I've seen. Inventory. What was it called?
Icon of Ravenloft.
Icon of Ravenloft. Oh, there it is. I just scrolled right past it.
What?
It's also worth 50,000 gold pieces.
Heyo. What's it do?
While within 30 feet of the icon, a creature is under the effect of a protection from good and evil spell against fiends and undead. Only creatures attuned to the icon can use its other properties. Then, the next thing. You can use an action to cast an augury spell from the icon with no material components required. Once used, this property can't be used again until the next dawn. What is an augury? Oh, right underneath it. Okay. Oh. You can use the icon as a holy symbol while using the Turn Undead or Turn the Unholy feature. If you do so, increase the save DC by 2. So, cleric thing. What's going on? Oh, huh.
No, I'm
I
gonna
didn't see
pretend I
that.
didn't see that. Oh, now I'm gonna assume I see that.
Alright, I'm gonna finish reading the last thing. While holding the icon, you can take an action to heal one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The target regains 3d8 plus 3 hit points.
Oh
Unless
my
it is
god, healing!
undead.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
I told you guys
But-
it was useful.
But I have to attune to this item.
That's
So,
fair.
Okay, are we present of the creatures?
do we
Like,
see
are
them? Do we need to make perception?
Battle music.
Well, I told them I was scanning, so if they have if they're, I don't know.
The air grows much colder, and you can hear the march of footsteps drawing near.
Okay.
Well, poop.
Can I?
Can I immediately, upon realizing that there are enemies, crouch and hide
I would also like to hide.
right in these benches that I'm standing in?
Sure.
And do
You
you need me
wanna-
to roll for that, or?
Actually, okay. Do we still have telepathic link? Do we want to avoid these guys completely,
I just want to drop on them.
Yeah.
or do you want to
well,
drop on them? Yeah, 'cause
I want to
mean,
drop
that's the.
I think
Okay.
you two should definitely have the drop on him, but I'm not good at stealth, so
Well,
I'm probably just gonna stand my ground.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh,
You know, I'm thinking the people that aren't stealthy stealth dexterity boys should just stand their ground.
do you want stealth roll from us, Bob?
If you are trying to hide, yes, please. Archibald is going to prepare the axe of pruning.
We got the
Going-
same roll, but not the same result.
You have
Lord.
an extra 8 stealth. All right, I don't know what you want from me.
Double proficiency, puppy.
I'm not even proficient in stealth. I'm just dexterous.
You know, I'm just gonna stand my ground.
All right, initiative rolls, please.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I could probably give you one of those, I suppose. That's a thing that we're supposed to do.
Hey,
Oh, I almost got that 20.
20 squad. Let's go.
I got a 4.
Oh, no.
He was reading. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Valath.
Alright. So I am going to, until further notice, assume that I am hidden from the world.
Seems likely.
And how far would you say Wraith 2 is from me? Since I don't know if I'm just blind, but I can't see a square grid to tell for sure.
Yeah, I just put up an arrow from me to the farthest
50.
one.
How do you do the arrows again?
Right click and then draw arrow.
Yeah, I can enable the grid visibility if you'd like.
Oh, that's not the right one.
That's
That
just
is-
drawing. That's just the
I
normal
clicked the
draw.
wrong one. I don't know how to get rid of that.
Right click and then pointers. Or
Pointers,
actually, no, that'd be under drawing and clear drawing.
drawing, clear drawing. Okay. Pointers. You know what? Hold on, just
There are squares you can use if you'd like. Or I can draw a
30,
pointer
30,
for you
40.
if you want.
From
It
white.
appears as though I'm about 35 feet is what I just counted. Which means I can, since I am hidden, I'm going to assume I would get advantage, which means I would have sneak attack. So I'm going to try to throw one blade
Okay.
at number 2. And then sneak attack, correct?
Yes.
And then I suppose I will throw my second blade at him.
You know, Mikey, if you were an assassin, you would have mollywopped this guy. What?
He doesn't need it. Now, if only you could have rolled that one first.
Okay.
Did that not double?
It did
It did.
not. It
No.
did
Did not.
Did not. Okay.
Oh.
Weird.
It's not resisted. Weird.
There you go.
All right. And then, yeah, that's me.
Oh, wow. I gotta find myself again real quick. I got moved. Alright. Arrow time. We're going to shoot some arrows. So we'll shoot an arrow at Mr. Mans. Oh! Oh!
Nice.
I just did all that damage to him, and you're just going to steal it from me.
Each white actually has 600 health. We're nowhere near.
I'm kind of thinking that I want to use a magical arrow now that I am got a crit.
AoE.
For
Yeah, because
AoE.
it'll kaboom them.
Yeah,
So.
I think I'm gonna use the magical arrow here.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to use my
Oops.
bursty
I
arrow.
didn't mean to click that.
Bursting arrow is 2d6 force to everybody within 10 feet. They are both within 10 feet. So I'll do this one first. That's not the right one.
That's an attack roll.
That was an attack roll.
You hit him again.
Now it's not going to double it because
It's not going to double it. I got this. Hold on. There's a thing over here. I got critical on that. Alright. And then I'm gonna mark these guys. Target. And target. I've got critical on this 2d6 force. Waza! And clear that. Alright.
that didn't deal damage to white 3.
It should have dealt 7 damage to him.
Did you not have it targeted?
I did.
I got it. 7 damage on white 3.
And then I'm going to shoot my second arrow at the white 1. Big numbers only. Big numbers only. Partially what?
It did partially resist the first one, the
I have
piercing.
magic damage though. What?
Oh, is your damage always magic?
My damage is always magical. I will share that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Abilities.
You need to change the property of your damage then on the longbow.
So white 1 needs 7 more damage. Got it.
Here's the thing. Magic arrow, right?
Maybe you need to change it on the arrow, not the
There you go.
bow.
That's the thing that I get. That's my turn.
I can't.
Why
I
does
can't
it keep
click
doing that?
So.
Okie dokie. So we have number 1 and number 3. How do you feel about strafing as a giant elk? Barreling through a tunnel.
I mean, it's 10 feet
small
wide,
hallway.
so you probably could do that.
Perfect.
I feel sorry for the whites.
Then I will become the Hulk. Here we go. Oh, hey, it didn't mess it up.
All right.
Alrighty, and then I'm going to charge. How do I target multiple? Oh,
It's like
targets. Target
control.
mode.
Yeah.
Click. And then also click. Alrighty. Would you like me to just make 2 separate attack rolls? Because I don't think it's gonna. I don't know how to. Oh no, I messed up.
I
bad.
can target them for you. No, they're both targeted. You're good.
I've messed up real hard. I'm gonna. I don't know what it's gonna do.
What did you
Okay.
do?
Nothing. It just rolled 3 random d20s. That's fine. I right clicked on accident and it added another d20, and I was worried.
Oh, you just hit escape then to cancel it.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm just gonna do my charge ram attack on both of them, or try to.
Okay.
There's number 1, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do this one. Hopefully they land. Yep. Perfect.
Same number.
Yep. Dabblage. Goodness.
Okay, so you're charging like in here, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go right at them. Yeah. And
Pull you
then
back a
they
little
have
bit
to.
so people can still click the thing.
Gotcha. And then they are possibly knocked prone.
And for that, we need a strength check.
Yep, strength save DC 14. I can drop it on them.
Okay. Fail.
Trying not to drop that on myself.
Fail.
Okay, so they're both knocked prone. And that is my turn.
Number 1.
Hold on. Every time it changes turns, I get to look at the top of the map for some fantastic reason.
Yeah. That's what it did to me.
Okay, so white 1 is prone. And white 2 also needs to be prone. I thought I did that already. Boom. Okay, they're both prone. Well, I guess that was silly. So first thing he's going to do is stand up from being prone. That takes his movement. He's going to make a life drain attack.
Oh.
You succeed against the save. That would have reduced your hit point maximum in elk form, I guess. Anyway, second attack, longsword. Oh my god, hot hand.
Okay.
Okay. And white 3.
Elk's going down fast, apparently. Got it.
He's gonna do the bow twice. Yeah. He's gonna stand up and fire his second time. I don't know why we fired the first time laying down, but that's fine.
Prone shooting. That's going to be a new feature in the next source book. Watch. It gives you advantage on.
That's a thing in Pathfinder for gunslingers.
Yeah.
Okay. Archibald. Did somebody ask for some pruning?
We did, actually.
We would sure appreciate it.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Winner. And actions. +9 axe. Nope. Second try.
That's our Archibald. He really likes pruning, but man, can he not hit?
Who else but Archibald?
Who else but Archibald?
Nice.
Wow.
Cleaves white 1 in 20. Kylo's turn.
Oh, there goes me. Is there a faster way to move your map than with the arrow keys?
Middle mouse button.
Okay, well, I'm already here, so. Okay, I am going to move, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll call that good. And I'm going to firebolt white number 3. Okay. 2d10. Not a lot of damage, but since I have elemental affinity, he'll just take 5 more. Alright, and that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, it's critically awesome essentials. It's doing that thing. I'm just trying to turn auto center map off.
What?
So yeah,
It was...
what is Davian doing at this point?
Davian is trying to find a way into the castle.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, I guess all the doors closed, so. Miss your
Alright.
sleep.
Yep, I'm looking, so.
Go ahead and roll your attack. I'll be right back.
You can't. I cannot justify seeing white 3
No, you cannot.
from where I am
That's
at.
why I moved, because I couldn't
Yeah.
justify it either, so just...
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could somewhat justify that.
No, you can definitely see him.
No, I can't see the actual corner because of the elk picture, so I don't know how far out that corner's coming in. But I'm confident I can see
Perfect.
that,
Can
man.
you make the elk smaller? Is that a thing you can do?
So I moved, so I can't do that.
Nope.
And they're not close.
No sneak attack for you.
No, I mean I could bonus action hide from it. I think. To get advantage on the attack.
I mean, it's probably pretty low, so.
Screw it, I'll just hit it. Attempt to hit it twice. Gib.
I mean, if you don't kill it, I can have a chance of killing it at this point now.
You already stole one kill from me.
Okay, winging psychic blades past the elk, I see.
Yeah, I was sitting here discussing how I should go about doing this, but I feel like just me walking down and popping 2 blades in this man's direction is probably the best.
Seems like a
Almost
reasonable
another crit. Tonight's been the night.
It didn't matter.
All right, man's dead.
Creature slumps to the ground, motionless.
Good.
Oops. Hold on, I accidentally closed the thing. 1 second. Well, let me drag the window. Okay, so they've got some coins on them.
Nice. I always like loot.
Surprising that whites have coin.
Party sheet has the gory details. Looking at their garb, they appear to have once been guard captains. They're still wearing bits of tattered livery.
I assume no one needs a long sword.
I'm good on the longsword department.
I'm also good on the longsword. I mean, unless we want to have it for loot, but I can't carry anything else.
I
I am
already
0.8
up.
pounds away from being overburdened.
I mean,
Okay.
I think we should just take the Electrum and go.
Yeah.
Do we want to? Well, yeah.
I already have a dagger, a longsword, and a rapier I'm not using, so I definitely don't need another one.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about the sword.
Well, gentlemen, I suppose we'll call it here unless anybody has anything else they want to do before we break.
I think I'm good.
No,
Yeah,
I think I'm good.
Pretty good right there.
All right. Thanks everybody online for watching, and we'll see you all next week.